Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. He cuts to the right, finds open field. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown the opening drive, and level it a whole bunch.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They are on it with Saquon Barkley. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone on first. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working now from the gun. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Etienne on first down. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Setting up to throw. Right side cut by Higgins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Throwing now out of the shotgun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Fullback trying to barrel it across. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They send a man in motion. 3rd down from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers break the tie here in the first. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're going to give away a couple here on this first down play. The defender there to send him out for a loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on fourth. And this is going to take them off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Hurts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Great. Set. Trimmer. Hey, easy. 63, back.
From the gun on third down. Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, around with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
On third down, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First and 10 from the 43.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
First down, Carolina.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Hand off that other pistol. Here's Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Quick pass right side complete. Touchdown Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air on 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the puck, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backward.
On him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going deep to the left side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, well, obviously without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push. Now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
A 6-yard pick.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Good. Set. On anyone, eh? Crowd left Yanni. Hey, 73.
On 4th down, Hurts. Heave toward the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's on the end. And the Eagles have it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better. Bruce, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Having gained about a handful there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Great, set.
Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Great.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
King.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Great.
It's Hurts once again. Chased out to his right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Great.
And again, here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here he goes, third and long. Forced out to his right. That's the line he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 from the 32. From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. Down to the 10. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 13-point lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Eagles 14.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Hey, let's go.
Working quickly here.
19 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Hey, 73.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes the play. And this is going to be a pick six. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 20 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. Ball in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Silver.
And 8.
Hey, easy, 63, back. You on left. Delta.
On third down, it's Hurts. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. A lot of space ahead. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason.
First down, Carolina.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 30.
They'll work against the blitz. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, so this is going to be 4th down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Good. Delta.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buying some time left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hurts trying to get on 2nd down. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this down over 31 before he gets taken down.
Eagles, first down.
Hey, 73,
First and 10
73.
at the 31-yard line.
Yep.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And those are the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Hurts yet again.
at the 25.
On the move, headed right. Caught at the 10-yard line. And take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hits the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Panthers' 1-yard line.
Hey!
Hurts throwing again. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. They are throwing it again to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he gets in, touchdown! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
Panthers 38, Eagles 28. Jake Elliott to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to ETN. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now we give to ETN running right. On the move, past the 40. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead.
Eagles 28.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
They'll take over 1st and
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Counter kick to Etienne. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Panthers, well, they could probably just run away and hide. 2nd down now, they need 7. Etienne again. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Nike 18.
Running for it here with Hubbard. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returning it from the 4.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. Now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Backed up even closer to the goal line. Here's 2nd down. Here's a designed run. Hurts.
Great.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.